Hey everybody, it's me again. Yeah, welcome back to the market, welcome to the market recap show. I'm Sean Katina and this is again Trader TV Live. Wow, what a day. I mean, to think that was pretty exciting there at the end of the day. Hopefully you guys were either short or maybe not involved or raised capital over the last couple of days. As we had mentioned, we do have Chris Bretcher coming through today. We are going to talk about the sector recap, and look at this. We have something new on the board right here. Let's go bang for this one. Thanks to Trade Ideas and our friends. I just thought visually, Brendan and I talked about this. I feel like this is easier for everybody to see. This is the sector recaps, right? We could have it before. It's the same sectors, just a little more obvious here on what was green and what was red. So if you like this, let's put it in the chat. Let me see who's in the chat today. Let's do a quick little roll call. Why? Why not? Right there. Shout out to Michael Lloyd, Theron, Rogers here. Micron is out. Forget about the roll call. People saying Micron is out. So let's go over here ASAP and find out what's going on with Micron. That's kind of rhymes there. We were not expecting that. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's look at the number first and see what we think where it was going to go. Nike Q2 earnings tomorrow. I don't have Micron on here. I'll trust. Oh, there it is. Oh. What? That just popped in as soon as I said that. Micron Q1 EPS minus 95 cents. Okay, these guys don't even make money, so that's a miss. 4-cent miss. Sales miss. Bye-bye Micron. There's no way I could see this name being up. That means it will be. Look at this name, nicely up $2. So there you go. Micron, miss on EPS, miss on sales. Stock goes up. I had to do this now. Nice. All right, let's go. Micron, I don't think Micron should be up here, so we'll see what these numbers are all about. I feel like right now, Micron deserves, well, there it goes, man. I just said, I don't understand why this is up. There it is right now. Oh, Benzinga, you're a sponsor, but look what just happened. Correction by Micron here. Q1 EPS still misses, but sales a pretty nice beat. So they had it the wrong way around, I guess, on the sales number. So it's a miss on the top. The bottom is miss on the top. Bottom's a beat with the estimate on sales. So sorry, the other way around. Miss on the bottom, beat on the top. So sales right now missing quite dramatically. 473 beating the sales estimate of 427. So it's the other way around. We got turned around there. EPS missing, beating on revenue and sales. So we'll have to see what happens here with Micron. Just kind of dancing around. If you're going to use anything, oh no, watch this. It's anchored VWAP time. We'll put the anchored VWAP right here on the daily chart and see what happens there. So here we go. If we anchor it to that bottom last moment, we could have gotten a nice little move down. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but $75 would be the anchored VWAP from that low right there. But it looks like it's trying to go back upside. So that's Micron. We will wait for BlackBerry, BB fans out there. Neil finally, after 12 years, got rid of his BlackBerry and moved over to the biggest and the baddest of them all, the Google Pixel, which I love as well. I'm now an iPhone guy. Shout out to my family, but I love technology. Yay for technology. All right, look what's down today. If it's FXI, we did have some worries about FXI because of the fact that there was something there. I saw Adam mention it in the chat. Not confirmed. Brendan couldn't find anything. I didn't see anything either on Benzinga, but I still feel like there's that China worry about Taiwan. And I just a little nervous about all of that heading into the new year, heading into an election cycle. So we do see a movement down right now on FXI today. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. There was that $25 break. That was pretty important. But look at the 200 period, still well above. So this name never got going in that whole rally. The reason why FXI is somewhat interesting to me is just because right now everyone's trying to chase value. And this name has just been so beat up that as we hit highs in the NASDAQ, FXI is hitting lows. Look at the solar names today as well. TAN, nice downside move in TAN today as that happens, right? So there we go, downside in TAN. We'll have to figure out what goes on with that name as rates coming back into picture here for TAN. But again, such a nice move up. I just feel like you got to look out what happened at the end of the day, right? So like here's the solar ETF. We were actually fine until we collapsed. A lot of these names that have been really making moves to the upside, utility ETF, the housing ETF, that's probably down. Where's XHB? XHP, there it is right now. Down today, right? 107. So that name also cooling off a little bit right now. XLU was another name that I was looking for. Utilities been getting hit over the last couple days. So all not well today in the stock market. The TLT though, upside, right? As the 20-year, is this 20-year? Yeah, 20-year Treasury giving us some good movement back up to the upside. And of course, as the market falls down, no surprise the TLT goes up. And then look at this, man. It's all about silver and gold. SLV, the silver trust with a nice move today. Also GLD making move to the upside over the last little while. Gold at all-time highs here as well. So be very, very patient with your gold trade. This is a sector that I really like, the IBB. I feel like IBB is a good one for multiple reasons. The main one, biotech, just been getting hit down. I like Moderna. I like the aging population. I like that. I think that makes some sense there to get going. Consumer staples, one of the weaker names here. Where's consumer staples? XLP is consumer staples. There it is. So this name weak today. Why is that? General Mills. So General Mills today falling off a little bit, missing on their quarter. So here's GIS. Oh, you want to see something cool? Check out this. What was that, Ramin? I know what she said. This girl, man, I honestly, I think that she's mad at something that I did earlier. I can't remember what it is. All right, symbol list. So look at this. Let's go over and look at the different lists now and where the hot is, right? This is what we're looking at. So I don't even have XLP on here. That's a fail. Let's look at retail and say, okay, watch this. Push okay again. Look at this. Here we go. Now, these are all the names in the retail ETF. Right? So I'm going to be doing a little bit more of this. I found that when I watch the show back, we talk about sectors, but sometimes we don't dig in, right? Like look at Foot Locker right here, up 0.89%. Why are they up today, right? Revolve there as well. Signet Jewelers coming in. Walgreens Boots Alliance, that's their symbol. It should be down more than that. But anyways, that's something that we're looking at right now as we continue to go. So the big earnings plays today, Micron. Let's just check them out. Upside, which is a little bit of a surprise for me for Micron. Where's my Benzinga trade board here? Let's just see if there's anything else come out on Micron. So here we go. Micron Technology sees Q2 EPS. What? Oh, sees. Okay, so here's the guide now. So 20, wow, okay, this is probably why it's up. This is why you got to stay late, man. Let's go over these numbers and let's do them live. Micron right here, forward guide, minus 28 cents. That's not good, right? But that's against 62 cents to the negative. So they actually guide double forward, right? So double the EPS back in your pocket. Expected to lose 62 cents. They guide minus 28. That's fantastic. Estimated revenue, 5.3 billion, which is greater than the estimated 5 billion. So the outlook, very, very positive as we see here all in green. So it looks like it's a nice move upside for Micron. Where is that on the sector watch though? Micron, a nice move up. Are we getting any sort of a pull forward on AMD? No, we are not. AMD really clocked today. And I finally feel smart about some of my long-term decisions because we got out of NVIDIA yesterday at 494. We talked about that live on the show when we did it, and we didn't feel that great about it, but we knew the market was getting a little toppy. Could we have predicted something like this today? No. But look at NVIDIA completely falling out of bed at the end of the day, man. Like 498, we basically had that high in and around 5 bills. Again today, what a great high that was, man, 500 bucks. Nice fall back in. Let me just see this on a 5-minute chart because we touched 500. Look at that. This is a missed opportunity, no matter how you write that. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I think we have, again, a lot of people. Wow, over 3,000 watching right now. I want to say thank you to everybody for joining, man. This is going to be a good show, and we're just getting started. Like, I was just talking for 6 hours, and we're nowhere near stopping right now, although I got to cut this thing off at 4:20 or Ramin. Then I really get in trouble. Now I have like 2 women scorned, my wife and Ramin. This is going to be a problem for me as everyone's laughing here. But 481, I want to thank everybody because traders stay late, and that's what we're doing right now. Let's check out Alibaba. This is a name where I think we could be invested in at some point. I like Alibaba against this 70. If China's not as bad, potentially, as some of these headlines, and we don't get that, this is the thing about this, right? I don't know if it's going to be President Trump. I don't know what's going to happen in November, okay? But China-US relations, I feel like Trump crossed over, man, shook this man's hand, I believe. Was it his hand? It was, right, Xi. It was also North Korea as well, right? Stepped over. One of the first presidents ever to do that into North Korea, right? So you have to understand that, like, I feel that there's going to be some back and forth. And again, not to talk about politics, but we are heading into an election year. So cycles up. Maybe we'll ask Chris about this. Should we be nervous about election year cycles? We had JC Peretz on, and he said no. He's like, election year, it's just another year. We're going to get through it. And honestly, there's so much differences, so many differences, proper English, on both sides of the aisle that it all just gets washed up. You know, so we'll have to wait to see what happens here. Obviously, healthcare going to be important. Energy, very important sectors as well. I mean, the FTC is not going to let too many mergers happen anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But I feel like energy, technology with China, and then what was the other one that I said? There was one more there that I was interested in watching heading into the new year, and possible down drafts. And I guess it's maybe just FXI there with China coming through again. So, all right, let's see if Benzinga gives us BlackBerry yet. Anything else happening here? We also do have this. So this here, push start, Sean. Anything, oh, Pole. Wow, Pole was a great stock today, no, guys? Pole all the way up to 10 bucks again. Polished ink. They polished off the shorts today, that's for sure. Let's go back over here and have a quick look to see what's up with Pole on the daily chart. So again, nice move down. You can see this was probably a reverse split back down in. But anyways, getting a nice bounce today off of 975. Again, nice move up. This is on the AMEX, so not on the NYSE or on the NASDAQ. But look at this level right here of 20 bucks. No idea why it kept bouncing off that, but we broke. Nice downside move. We'll have to find out more about this. But again, a nice top move up to 10 bucks. I'd say you're looking at 16 and change tomorrow if we get going. Again, another name that definitely might work for us tomorrow. That's POL. But here's the SMH. If there's one ETF that we're looking to buy on the downswing, it is more semis. So we did sell off some of our position in NVIDIA. Like I said, we sold 10%, 15% yesterday. Not a very big piece, but if SMH can come back in anywhere into 158, I like it. Let's check out, where's USO on here? Here's OIH, oil holders today, down 1%, so not as bad. There's USO. USO down 0.82. So let me know in the chat. I'm going to look at the chat right now. Are you guys liking, here, not top chat, let's see everybody. Are we liking this? Do we like this new sort of heat map right here? Let me know in the chat, Bears versus Bulls. If you see any comments, let me know as well. Shout out to Louisa as well. Do I think NVIDIA will keep tanking? Yes. What's up to Trade Guru? Look, I would love to do Q&A. Maybe we can do that. We do have Chris waiting in the wings as well. We're going to bring him in. The thing is, yes, okay, people like the heat map. Good, good, good. Thank you for all that talk again. Over 3,000 of you watching. What we need to do, where's Fabian? He's over there talking. We were going to have a graphic. He has no problem making Neil-like graphics, I noticed, or Neil-subscribe graphics. We need one for this show, so make sure you hit the like and subscribe. If you're looking for this after the market recap, we're thinking about putting this into a podcast, so you could download this afterwards as well. We do also, and a shout out to Ramin and Fabian, who does more work on this than you can even understand. We clip this after and then post it up. So you're going to be able to find this as 1.5 hour segment after. So you can go back and look for this. But right now it's attached to the afternoon stream. We are also live, right, Fabian? On X right now. So thank you so much for that. We are now live on X. So we're just doing it all for you. So find this wherever you can again right now. BlackBerry's still not out. Let's just double check on Micron before we call over Chris Brecher. Oh, Micron, yeah, nice move up, 83 bucks again. Looking at the daily chart for Micron, you're breaking out, you're back over all-time, is this all-time highs? I was going to say no on that one. I was going to say it's 52-week highs. Yeah, nowhere near all-time highs. Micron's just one of those names that really hasn't got going yet. We're going to find out why after we look at the report tonight. But right now, 83, taking out close to, and it is, 52-week highs right now on Micron. So just took out, and look where we're fading off of. $83. Nice move. Quick check on BlackBerry, and then we'll call up Chris. BlackBerry not out yet. Hey, if you're interested in RSIs like I am, let's bring on Chris Brecher. It's Trader Talk. Chris,
Hey there,
Chris,
how you
Chris.
doing?
What a wild afternoon. We were short Affirm. We were short Shopify. We picked on some of these names that just continued to go down. Affirm, what a great trade Affirm was. Affirm at this $50. I don't know about you, Chris, but I'm always looking, if you come over to the screen here, I'm always looking for names that I don't believe in. Buy now, pay never, I call this name. Nice downside move. Also at a key level of $50. Been really exposed to the upside. Huge move to the upside. We get that little knockdown on the NASDAQ, and we were short right here at 50 bucks. It closed at 45. That's a $5 winner. And Chris, that's 10%. That's not bad. What were you short this afternoon?
Well, the first thing is that we were long a lot of IWM bull flags earlier this morning, and we got out for good profits. And then we saw things like the biotech, the whole leaders, like the CRSPs of the world, get nailed before markets went down. So it doesn't show on there. I don't know why it's not showing right, but this went straight down. And when this went straight down, let me get Thinkorswim up here.
You know what probably was bad, man? It was probably ARK. A lot of those names are ARK.
So when we saw this start to go down, that's been the leader. We got out of any longs. And somebody asked me about buying AFRM. I'm like, no, you got to look to short.
That's right,
These
buddy.
stocks are ridiculously extended. So, I mean, great call on your part. And it was a great call last week you had on oil, just to let you know, and PXD. So,
yeah,
good
that was
call
a good one
on your part. But you're right on this. Too extended, and that worked. But what were the tip-offs first? Well, the first thing, and you want, I texted you about this.
Yep.
Is so many are watching this RSI, and they're watching how overbought the RSI is. And the thing, now that's not today. But the RSI up here, what a lot of people are missing is that the transports, look where that RSI was.
Right.
So you just can't go on one thing. That's all I meant is, now, is it overbought? Sure, but you got to find your triggers. So today there were triggers, whether it's a daily, whether it's an hourly. And the first trigger was a destruction in the transports. So when the transports did this, now I'll go back because it doesn't work well with RSI for some reason.
Okay.
So the first thing is when the transports got nailed, well, that makes you start thinking the high flyers are going to get nailed, especially when you see CRSP getting nailed. And when you see a leader like that, that's a really good stock getting nailed, you got to think the AFRMs are going to go down. So that was a great call on your part. If the leaders are going down, it's going to pull it down the rest. Then on the right, you got the transports almost going to this gap. So that makes you think, well, what else was extended? The YM. So the YM now is, you'll see. Now that I got to put non-24 hour. There you go.
What is the YM?
Pardon me?
What is YM?
That's the Dow Jones Industrial Futures.
Dow Jones Industrial Futures. Okay, I don't know why. Do you ever look at the diamonds, DIA?
Yeah, that's what I just put up there.
Right,
that's,
okay.
More non-24 hour is easier to see the correlation with the non-24 hour transports on the right.
Why do you still look at transports? I thought we talked about this. I thought the new transports were the semis. I think you should be looking at.
I just look at them that if they're extended, using that as a tell to short the Dow.
Okay. All right.
So I'm using it more like that. So if you're starting to see like Federal Express pulled down the transports, and the transports on the right were in Never Never Land up here, then you got to think the other things that were in Never Never Land are going to sell off.
But why when you showed me that Dow Jones transport, I think it was back in August, we had that RSI overbought. Why did you say that it didn't work? It looked like it tanked off that overbought signal.
Let me show you again. Is basically everybody thinks the first RSI. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
The first, and as you see, it was real overbought, but it just stayed overbought.
Okay, but then I have
you got to cross.
But then I have a question for you. You know, like, aren't we just data mining here? Let's go to the two shot here if we can quickly. Who's over there? What's up? There it is. Thank you so much. What I was getting at there though is like, we can look back and say, okay, look, we topped out there on the RSI, and then eventually it fell. But you know, traders that are trading options or whatever, we can't just wait for that to eventually fall down. We're putting on positions. So where's the trigger to tell us that, hey, maybe the move is actually going to happen? Because like and what I mean by data mining, it's like, oh, look back at Nvidia, that 500 was so clean to the downside. But when you're sitting there trading it, you're like nervous that that's what's not going to happen. Is there anything that gives you more confidence? Can we match the RSI with something else, like maybe a moving, or what do you do? Like we could look at moving averages and things like that, because I'm in your camp. I turned this morning, believe it or not, Chris, and I know you watch Trader TV Live probably all day. The thing is I turned the bull that we had on the desk over to a bear. And I did that at 8:30 this morning. I was feeling bearish. Now we didn't get the move. I didn't look smart until about 1:30 or whatever that time was when we started to go down. But is there something that right now we can sort of say, hey, maybe this move is going to continue past the new year, maybe into, you know, Q1, Q2, into half year? Because I'm starting to feel a little bearish. I can't lie, despite us heading into what should be a Santa Claus rally over the next week.
Well, the first thing is I thought I'd show you this.
Good.
Really cool. I did that this morning. I'm on, you know, broken clock syndrome, talking about the danger using the overbought. On the other hand, if FedEx bad earnings report takes us down down enough, it's a good warning sign for the other equity indexes. So I hope that helps.
Okay,
you know,
so
like I said, broken clock syndrome.
Yeah, you're right. Once a day or twice a day, anyways. The thing about that. Well, it's the same thing that I say about the dog. You know, the sun shines on a dog's rear end a couple times a day as well. So that's why I get some trades right every once in a while. But no, it's so what you're trying to say is that if you're looking at an ETF, maybe you want some of the underlying symbols that are in that sector space to start to give you signs that, hey, there's some weakness, you know, in the underlying, which is what you were getting at with CRISPR Therapeutics there as well. And that's why I looked at ARC, because I was looking like, hey, a lot of these.
That's another good one.
Why, thank you. A lot of these names just, you know, they just pop in there because there's been so much overextension, right? Carvana, I haven't even looked at any of these stocks today, but that's probably another one. Actually, let's look at Carvana right now. Yesterday, Carvana was over 60 bucks. Did we pull back? Yes, we did. So there's another one here today that really, it got going early. I mean, this started sort of at 1040. Nice little move to the downside. Carvana's short exposure, wait a second here. I'll be able to find that for everybody in a second. There's Carvana, short exposure, 34% short float right now on this name. This one could be in for it as well. Maybe we'll attach an RSI onto some of these, but all right. What are you seeing? Are you seeing anything with Carvana or any of these other names here as we get ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, well, number one, you were asking about being bearish in the Santa Claus rally. I thought I mentioned that also, that the SPX, I went back like 50 years.
Yep.
And almost every time there's a big pre-Santa Claus rally, it ends on about December 28th. So like I mentioned, I have surgery on December 28th. Isn't that a coincidence? That's when it probably will get nailed. But usually when you get this big a rally into Christmas, it's usually the day after Christmas that it starts really rolling over. So the Santa Claus rally to me is, well, it's all about what happens prior to Christmas. So if it goes up as much as it has, it usually stutter steps and then starts going down in, like here in 2021, when it went straight up just like now, and it stopped December 28th.
Right.
Really cool when it does that. But definitely this whole thing about things can stay overbought, but if there's a trigger that makes some of the indexes roll over before the others, or a stock like CRISPR Therapeutics, that gives you free rein to short the AFRMs like you did.
Yeah, I like that Affirm short there. Give me one reason give me something that we just talked about, what could possibly trigger a move down in the market. Is there anything specifically you're looking at? I mean, I talked about Chinese-US tension. Is there anything you're hearing? I mean, oil needs to find a base. I think that's fine. I'm on the camp that maybe we do not find a recession into 2024. I mean, people are nervous about that. Is there something that you're specifically looking for?
I'm still looking at this commodity inflation. I'll tell you, the only trade we did bad in today was shorting TLT. We were up in it. Jeez. This isn't working exactly right. I don't know why. But The whole idea is that the DBA or the agricultural ETF or the DBC, usually they lead bonds. So bonds today were almost unchanged. And when crude oil started selling off, bonds went straight up. So I think if you see those commodity indexes start to go up a lot,
Yeah.
you'll start to see the bond market get nailed. And that would be the thing that would help everything go down. I mean, for a swing short.
Yeah, we've seen gold as well at highs right now. So, okay, Chris, hey, look, thank you so much for joining me on the Market Recap Show. It's been a fantastic year. I want to say happy holidays to you and yours, because we will not be seeing each other and before then. And then you have surgery coming up as well. Is that still going on? And then when can we expect?
December 28th, but I should be able to be on January 3rd. I think that's a Wednesday, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's okay. You can come back. All right. So we'll hope for a big, speedy recovery. And again, you know, happy holidays and happy new year, and good luck with everything. And we will see you on the flip side. That's Chris Bretcher. Thank you so much, my friend.
You too. Thank you so much.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. That's Trader Talk. All right, I hope everyone enjoyed themselves there. Thank you to Chris for that again. But let's go back over to the rundown right now. So that was Trader Talk on the RSI. I think that was pretty good. I'm always looking for indicators like that, and that's, whoa. Almost dropped my mic. So I have to be very, very careful in saying that the market is going to be bearish. We do have the Santa Claus rally, which is why I asked him, which actually starts on December 22nd. So in 2 days, it's the last 5 days heading into the end of the year, the last 5 trading days, the last week, and the average return, 2.7%, 77% of the time going back 70 years. I made that 70-year part up. Okay, so what else do we want to look at? Let's just check out Micron real quick before we go over Sean's tweets, because there's a couple in there that I want to talk about. Micron holding out, not really doing too much. If we come over to the screen quickly, and then we'll wrap this baby up. Right now, Micron, 82 bucks, holding out pretty good. 83 is the high, not much going on. BlackBerry, did we come out with anything? No, we did not. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. It was on the board to come out. So no BlackBerry yet, no nothing. All right, here we go. Let's go over and talk about some of the tweets that we made out today. So what I do is I tweet some stuff out right at the end of the day. We tweet it out again. You can find the sticky note every single morning. Make sure you go check that out. Very, very important. What I want to talk about real quickly was right here. The healthcare sector right now has undergone, this is just, again, from Seth Golden. We're talking about this 2-year-long consolidation, right, with a negative return in 2022, and it's fighting unchanged here in 2023, right? So it's only been down in back-to-back years once. So we are looking for a nice move, and here it is right here, the healthcare sector. What is expected in 2024? So they are expecting, if you're looking for growth anywhere, right? This is forward looking. This is put together. Thank you so much. So projected earnings growth in all of the sectors. So if you want to go find that, go do that immediately on my Twitter handle at TraderTVSean. I think it's pretty cool to be able to do this. We talked about this all the time, man. And we're going to talk about this on the podcast, which I'm coming back. I'm not even in on Friday. I'm coming back in to do the podcast. So I'm feeling pretty cool about that. More work for me. Yay, that. That's great. You were mean, honestly. All right, so here we go. This is the most interesting stat to me of all time, honestly. I would have said no if someone would have told me this. Almost impossible. How about this, man? 52-week low back in November. 33 days later, 52-week high. Say what? I mean, this is perfect with the RSI today. This is the equal weighted. So again, if you feel that, you know, Apple holds too much weight or Microsoft does, and you want an equal weighted portfolio, so all S&P 500 companies each would have a 1/500th percentage, I guess, in this portfolio. I'm going to find out about this, but IQX, I don't know exactly much about that. We're going to look into that, but that's what that is, 33 days. And it's not that much of an outlier, because I believe the SPY, which is the S&P 500 weighted index, was 48 days. So it's not like it's that crazy. But again, to think that you're in an overbought situation, I mean, that seems to be the case right there. But remember, a lot has changed, right? The Fed pivot. Is it a pivot? They've been telling us this whole time. So the Fed not really pivoting, just staying the course. Now, this is from Bespoke. All right. The NASDAQ has seen 9 straight days of gains, right? That's pretty huge. 9 straight days. But the interesting thing is, that's the longest winning streak since November 8th. We've had a lot of aggressive win streaks over this move. we could see, and I don't want anyone to panic, but imagine if we had 9 straight down days. What exactly everybody would be thinking? You know, we had just had 8 straight up days followed by a little consolidation, then 9 straight up days. You know, people would be panicking, and I just don't want everybody that's out there, we should be clipping this probably. I don't want everybody out there to panic when you get a couple negative days in a row. But please understand, 33 days ago, we were at 52-week lows. Okay, so I'm starting to piece them out. Everybody can manage their own portfolios, and it's been a hell of a ride, and congratulations to all of you that have been part of that ride. But you know what? Congratulations if you're still here. It's roll call time. All right, let's see who's still in the building with me right now. I know Ramin is, and I know Obi is. Hello, hello. Oh, Wayne's over there, I think, too. What's up, Wayne? All right, so what's going on? Sky gonna fall if 9 straight down days. You right, D-Loaf. I mean, I can't even imagine sort of the heart palpitations over here. What's up, Bears versus Bulls? What's up, Louisiana or Louisa? What's up? M. Kelsey's here. What's up, Richard? M. Trades is in the building. Ponzi Fonzie is here. The Boring Man is here. Thank you, A51. I hope all of you are enjoying the show, man. Put those ones up if you do like it. I'm putting in a lot of work. We built this new layout. We're reaching out to the guests. For me personally, this is our show. This is a show for the people, man. We are traders. Real traders are staying late. We're having real discussions. We're bringing on real guests. These aren't just talking heads, man. Chris is a real trader. Danielle is. We have Tammy coming tomorrow. Talk about Fibonacci. Chris, he was on today. Brian Shannon, right now. JC Peretz. We're going to go more, man. The crypto burb. I'm going to have him on. Why? Let's get the crypto burb on next week, baby. All right. Thank you to everybody that's joining again. That's it, man. The trade of the day, which one, I say to everybody. And again, thank you so much. DGen X, yo, 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 he says. All right. Which trades of the day do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about a firm? We sort of did that already. Wow, $45. You guys might have thought, people were like, oh, this guy's crazy. I said a firm is going to have a 3 handle on it. I said that when it was at $50. We're halfway there, baby. We've got a 5 more bucks down and we got a 3 handle on it. This is a firm short and the reload short. Mamma mia, that was a good trade. What about Shopify coming through today as well? Shopify, what a good peg, man. We hit that. Look at this. Look at this, barcode, thank you, bang, to the downside. That's a nice 250, put that in our pocket as well. I like those 2 trades, and then to cap it off, the trade that was really the biggest and the baddest of them all, because quite frankly, I trade Meta all the time. We hit this over and over again. Look at these shorts right before the market collapsed. If this is not real trading, I don't know what is. I scalp out. I'm on a prop floor. We put money in, we take money out, and we're flat at the end of every day. I want to thank everybody for watching. Go find me at TraderTV Sean, both on Instagram and on Twitter. Take a drink, take a deep breath. I want to thank, what was that? Oh yeah, here, let me show this to everybody. Let me just log out here as we have a brand new lock screen. So get ready for this. I thought I had, there it is right now. I thought I had it. So it is, but we don't have it over here. But this is a turkey to me, but it's also a chicken dinner winner. Is this a turkey or a chicken, actually? How can you tell? You can tell. Ramin says it's chicken. I trust her. All right. Welcome to the fun show one more time, man. I'm Sean Katina. That's Ramin over there. Thank you so much for watching once again. I'm going to be back tomorrow, baby. It's Thursday, and it's going to be another hell of a day. I promise you that. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow at 8:30. Ciao, everybody.